Hello there everybody! Today I want to show you a little concept I've come up with that if you are making a Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time map, then that you might find this useful. So I've prepared something in here if we just have a look. There we go. So we've made a bit of a custom resource pack just to show this off. So I'm going to take my Kakiri sword and my Ocarina of Time. There we go. Now I'm ready for some adventure. Now this Ocarina of Time, it can be used anywhere in the world, and it works by operating a tell raw command. So if I just right click with it in my hand, you can see there, just briefly it turned into a map. That's how it works, by detecting when you've got a filled map in your inventory. But now you can see in the bottom left in the chat log I've got some notes that I can play. So I think the first song I'm going to play is one that you should be pretty familiar with, and that has brought over our good friend Epona, dependable horse, Link's dependable horse. There we go. And we're going to actually ride Epona over to this mess of redstone and talk through what's going on. Okay, so all of these command blocks here, basically each row of command blocks going up represents one note. So each note has its own sort of similar line of command blocks. Okay. At the start of those we've got a tell raw command, which will activate every time you play a note. We've got the play sound that actually plays the note. We've got this command which replaces redstone blocks which will appear. It replaces them with air, and this was what actually, this sets wool to spawn over here, which we'll talk about in a second. And this clones forward the next set of command blocks. Okay. Within the tell raw command, each time you click on, this is the lengthy tell raw command that it is. I'll skip through it with control. There we go. Loads of click events for each thing. But essentially, when you click on one of the notes, redstone blocks appear on whichever row of notes you clicked, and activates the row of command blocks there. Okay. In order to move this wool across every time, I have made identical command blocks up here, only they've got different coordinates for the wool. So you sort of clone forward through all of these rows of command blocks 7 times, because I've only got it set to play songs that are 6 long. I know there are some that vary and have 7 long, but that's just how it is at the moment. This is a prototype, and so yeah, that is basically how this part works. Over here we have some what I'm going to call decoders, and each of these clocks here, this clock here runs all of these command blocks that go up, and they're all running test 4 commands, and they're test 4 block commands I should say, and they're all testing for specific colours of wool to appear here. Okay, so again, depending on what note you play over here using the ocarina, depends on what colour of wool will be placed here, and then that's read over here in a decoder. So if you get all the 6 notes in this AND gate, then that will turn on these command blocks. And what's this one? At the moment I've just got that one to say success, and it's for the Song of Storms, and if I can remember, Song of Storms is, there we go. You successfully played Song of Storms. But obviously, command block that would be here would, instead of say success, it would be toggle downfall. Okay? Epona, I'm just going to put you back in your pen for now, so that I can go for a fly. There we go. The next row is Epona's song. These command blocks on the end. This first one is to summon Epona as she is there, all grown up. This next one, with age minus 20,000, would be to summon a young Epona into the map. So if you wanted to have like a progression through the map where you got to a point where you had the young Epona, I figured the best way to do that would be by using this. And I have a test for score Epona. And basically, once you've reached adult linkhood and you've tamed Epona during the race bit, you'd have a command block that then sets your Epona score, and you just add that into the Epona song and gate. And then that way you can't start the game and just automatically summon Epona as soon as you get the Ocarina of Time. So what have we got here? This is teleport. At the moment it's just teleporting all horses. But what you would do, what you would do is you would set specific radiuses or a UUID, give Epona a unique user identification. Yeah, you know what I mean. Give it a UUID, and then that command block can be set to just get this one horse. Then after that, this teleports the horse to the player. And finally, get success, and you've played Epona song. So the other songs that have been programmed, we've got the Sun song, and what that would do would be a time set day command. We've got Saria's song, which using more tell raw commands, you could have it say, would you like some advice? And it could have different advice depending on how far you are in the game. How far you are in the game would be represented by a scoreboard objective. Do you see how I'm starting to build it up here? Minuet of Forest. These ones are good. Minuet of Forest and Prelude of Light, because they're teleport songs, so they'll just teleport you to where you need to go. And Zelda's Lullaby, which I think does something in a specific place. But again, you could program that into it. So, finally, I want to demonstrate a bit more of this texture pack that my younger brother's helped me made. MyMaster308. I'm not sure of his YouTube channel, but check it out. Link in the description. That's my younger brother. And he helped me make this texture pack. And here is the Master Sword at the Temple of Time that he's designed. And so, if you're feeling like upgrading from your little ass Kokiri sword, there's not really much to it, is there? I feel like an upgrade. So let's, hopefully, there we go. Master Sword. Now we're ready to slay some bad guys. Okay guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Next one, I have got a concept for the spells for Zelda. So if you like what you see, then let me know. Share it around. And thanks again, and ciao for now.
It's time for your first quest. But first, please tell us thy name.
What is my name? I need to pick a funny name. Thy name
You
is...
entered douchebag, is that correct?
No.
Are you sure you want to keep the name douchebag?
No.
Very well, douchebag. You will now choose a class. Fighter, mage, thief, or Jew.